change your heart, change your life, change the planet.
About to head off to the U.S. Mountain Running Championships in North Conway, New Hampshire. What do you think? Do I have enough stuff for an overnight trip? So for the ride, I've got a blueberry, banana, kale, beet juice, peanut butter powder, and coconut sugar smoothie with chia seeds. So I'm going to take about half an hour of the drive to drink this bad boy. And tomorrow, we're going to run up a mountain, and down a mountain, and up a mountain, and down a mountain. So it's time to fuel up. I've got some beet performer juice with added B12, which I've mixed with some Tropicana Farm Stand berry, carrot, beet. So I got this crazy dose of red stuff that I'm going to consume prior to the race. Nancy Hobbs! Richard Bulge!
Like I said, it really didn't feel like it was...
And in first place, he's been a Masters National Champion many times in the past, from Bennington, Vermont, in a time of 52:54, Tim Van Orden. Tim is hosting the 2018 Snowshoe National Championships in Bennington, Vermont in just under a year. Very nice job, gentlemen. All right, moving on to female, age 50 to 54. In third place is Julie Craig.
I'm out on a run the day after the U.S. Mountain Running Championships, and I thought I'd clue you in and let you know how that went. This has been a great test of my training philosophy, in that I've been going through a really challenging time, and a lot of you may have gathered that from my lack of YouTube videos. And the challenge for me has been to create the next thing. It's not that I'm stopped from researching, it's not that I'm stopped from learning, it's not that I'm stopped from training. I have more to share than ever. I'm just not sure who I'm sharing it to anymore. Like, I don't want to be the raw runner. So even though I love the idea of running raw, as in running vulnerable, I'm not sure if this is the place where I want to share all the new stuff that I'm learning. So as I try to find or create that new platform, I've been kind of stuck. So much to share, but not sure who's listening or if anybody's listening. Running raw people, they probably just want running advice. They probably just want diet advice. So that's the stuckness. And I moved as well. So I've been getting set up in a new living space, and that's kind of overwhelming. And training a lot. So I went to the U.S. Mountain Championships yesterday, having a big foundation of mileage. A lot of great mileage, a lot of elevation, but any of you that follow me on Strava, you can see that I generally run at a 12 to 15 minute mile pace on most of my runs. Really just casual through the woods and up mountains. And a quarter of the time I'm doing trail maintenance. I'm clearing down trees, moving rocks, etc. So it's not your standard training that most people are used to. Anyway, so I went in with really low expectations, or should I say, I went in with no expectations. I just thought, well, I'm decently fit from the amount of mileage I'm doing, but I'm not going to get on the podium. And because of that, I was kind of off the hook. I didn't have any pressure. And it's probably the most competitive Masters field I've ever seen at a U.S. Mountain Championships. Several of my teammates, who are the best guys in the country, were there. Todd Callahan, who's won the U.S. Mountain Championships. He's been a U.S. Masters Mountain Runner of the Year. Chris Grouch from Colorado, who's won the championships the last few years. U.S. Masters Mountain Runner of the Year. He lives at altitude, super fit. He won last year. CJ Hitz from Colorado. Jim Johnson, my teammate who just turned 40. I've never beaten Jim in any kind of race. Jim is an incredible mountain runner. And so he was there. And you know he's going to be super dangerous. And just a bunch of other guys. Eric Sambalak, Kurt, I'm sorry, but I'm forgetting your last name. And a few others. Anyway, I went out nice and casually. Ryan Carrera, super fast road guy who's now just 40. So anyway, I let them all go at the start. Just took a really gentle start, and I was probably somewhere between 50th and 70th place as the race went off. And I just felt good, and everybody else went out too hard, and as the climbs got steeper and steeper to the point where they reach a 50% grade, you can touch the ground in front of you, I just kept my little metronome stride that I do in training. I never stop running, no matter how steep the hill is. I don't walk, but they're really short steps. And I just did that and probably passed 20 people on the first climb of the first lap. And then the downhill, I probably passed 20 more and worked my way into second place behind Jim Johnson, which blew me away. And the second lap, he kind of got me a little bit on the climb, but on the downhill, he and I both just passed another string of guys, and I almost caught him. I was within a second of him within the last quarter mile, and I fell twice. So Jim ended up winning the Masters title 6 seconds ahead of me. Closest I've ever been to him. He was 11th overall. I was 12th overall. The best I've ever done at a U.S. Mountain Championship is 15th overall. So that is enormous. And this field was deep. Super competitive field. Not just Masters, but Open too. So to be 12th overall at the age of 49, doing my 12 to 15 minute plots through the woods every day, it tells you something. And so silver medalist in Masters, only 11 seconds off the podium, which is the top 10. 11 seconds away from 10th place. That's just insane. So excited about that. But no expectations. I won the gold medal in 45 to 49. So an age group championship, which is nice. And I just feel good because it's my gentle, compassionate philosophy of training. Just show up every day. Just get out there and do it every day. Don't beat yourself up. Don't ever create a plan that scares you that you're going to avoid. Just get yourself out, create an adventure, have fun, explore the world. And I can do that in the middle of a depression, which I've been in the middle of one of my top 10 all-time depressions these past few months, but it doesn't stop me from training because I don't see it as training. I don't see it as something I have to do. I don't see it as something I want to avoid. I see it as, okay, I can't wait to get out of the house. The house is killing me. I can't wait to be out here in the woods exploring. It's the one thing I look forward to every day. And I never run fast enough or hard enough to make it suck. And that gentle approach, as I say, always has me in 80 to 85% fitness. And if you can consistently remain in 80 to 85% fitness, you're going to do really well all the time, not just some of the time. But when you try to hit 100%, which isn't that much faster than 80, 85, I might have been 30 seconds faster if I was in 100% fitness, but okay, I would have been top 10, but so what? I probably would have gotten injured, and I wouldn't have stuck with the training, because in that depression, doing those kind of hard workouts would have been impossible. So 85%, I'll take it. And I'm really excited about where we go from here because I'm feeling good. And the depression is starting to clear, things are starting to change and shift. I'm finding my voice again. And I'm really looking forward to amping up the mileage even further and creating some new messages for you guys. I got so much that I want to share. It's often overwhelming. So there you go. Super pumped and looking forward to this summer. See ya.